Hey loves, welcome back again to another tutorial. So today's tutorial is a cutting of this beautiful sleeve, as you can see right here. So we are actually going to draft it, and we are also going to stitch it down together, then attach it to this Bolero jacket. You can see right here. So if you have not seen this tutorial, please go ahead and check it out in the channel. Is right there. So if this interests you, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and also turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. My name is T Jenny. So let's get into it. Welcome back again, soulmates. So guys, these are my drafting materials. So let's get into the drafting parts. So the first thing I did is to rule out my starting line, because ruling out the starting line makes it very easy for me to work with. Okay, so then from that starting line I went down by 3 inches. So go down by 3 inches. So that is going to serve as the armhole part. Okay, so I'm going to just connect the points together like that. So after that, on the starting line again, I came down by 13 inches, which is my elbow length. So if you want the A-line shape or the flapper to start at the elbow area, you're going to come down by your elbow measurement. Okay, then from that starting line also, I went down by my sleeve length. So the paper is not up to my sleeve length. My sleeve length plus the allowance I'm working with is going to give me 26 inches. So I'm going to add that up when I'm cutting on the main fabric. Okay, so now I changed my mind. Then I came down by 8 inches from the starting point. So that is where I want the A-line area of the sleeve to start from, not the elbow area again. Okay, so if you want yours to see start from the elbow area, instead of marking the 8 inches, just go ahead and mark out the 13 inches or whatsoever measurement is yours at the elbow length. Okay, so on the second line, go ahead and place your armhole length. Okay, then add your stitching allowance right there. So I'm making a Bolero jacket with the sleeve. So after adding my armhole length, I went ahead to add extra ½ inch to my armhole length. Okay, so just divide this part and get the midpoints. After getting the midpoint, also on these two lines, I'm also going to get the midpoint like this. So after getting the midpoint, guys, I'm going to just connect this. You can see what I'm doing up to the midpoint with a slant S. Then from that point, I'm going to go down and connect it all the way like this. So you can see. So after connecting, you should have something looking like a slant S like this. Okay, so on that 8 inches point where I came down earlier, I'm going to mark my round sleeve measurement, which is 12. So I'm going to mark half of it right there, which is 6. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for ease, then 1 inch for stitching allowance. So I'm going to just connect it this way. Okay, then after that, from that point, I'm going to rule out my A line like that. So before then, measure what you have at that part on your round sleeve measurement. Then you are going to place it on the hem part of the sleeve. So from that point, you are going to also add 4 inches stitching allowance to it to give you the A line shape. Okay, so then go ahead and connect it together like this. So you can see what I'm doing. Go ahead and connect it together. So after connecting, guys, I'm going to take away any sharp points at that area. Okay, then I'm going to just cut this out. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what you should have. You can see what we are having. So I'm going to cut this on my main fabric. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two, because I'm going to cut out one sleeve first before the other. Okay, so go ahead and place the center of the sleeve at the folded part of the fabric like this. You can see this part is on fold, so I'm going to held this down with this textbook. So after that, now I'm going to just mark out the length of my sleeve. Like I said earlier, it's going to be 26 inches plus stitching allowance. That is how long I want this sleeve to be. Okay, so I rule out my starting line, so you can see me placing the tape from that starting line, okay, to the 26 inches. So after getting the length, I'm going to also extend this A line shape down to the hem like this. You can see that A line. I'm going to extend it down to the hem of the sleeve, so you can see. Now I'm going to go up by 1 inch because I don't want that part to be sharp. From the hem, I went up by 1 inch to have like a curve shape at that area. You can see. So just go ahead and curve it this way because I don't want it to be pointing at that part. So after doing that, now I'm going to just cut this out, so you can see how easy, how simple this sleeve is. So this is the easiest way to achieve a trumpet sleeve. Okay, so a trumpet sleeve is actually different from a bell sleeve. So one of these days I'm going to make a video on how to cut a bell sleeve. Okay, the fastest way to cut a bell sleeve. So this is a trumpet sleeve. So just go ahead and indicate the midpoint of the sleeve at the top. Okay, so after cutting, guys, this is what we have. So this is the trumpet sleeve. So when I open it up like this, you can see should have something looking like this. You can see, let me just fold it back the way it was earlier, so you can see what I have, guys. So this is just one of the sleeve, so I'm going to just go ahead and cut out this excess at the bottom parts like this. So I'm going to cut another sleeve, that is the other sleeve. Okay, so guys, I have two sleeves now and you can see how they are looking like. So let's keep one aside and work on the other sleeve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to this Bolero jacket. Like I said earlier, I'm attaching it to a Bolero jacket. So if you have not seen this tutorial, please check the channel, is right there in the channel, the easiest and fastest way of achieving a good Bolero jacket. Okay, so I'm going to just place the midpoint of the sleeve to the shoulder parts like this, up to the seam. Okay, the seam of the jacket. So when I get to the seam, I'm going to just make a mark at that part like that. Okay, so after making a mark at that part, so from the top, I'm going to come down by 8 inches where I actually want the flare to start from. Then I'm going to mark 1 inch I added earlier for the seam allowance. So just stitch it all the way to that part and take it all the way to the bottom parts at 1 inch. So guys, I've attached this part of the sleeve and this is what it's looking like. You can see how it's looking already. So let's go ahead and attach the other sleeve, okay, like this. So just go ahead and do the same thing you did for the first one. So when I get to the seam part, I'm going to make a mark at that part. Now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and stitch it all the way to the bottom part by 1 inch, all the way to the bottom part by 1 inch, okay, and attach it to the jacket. So guys, finally this is what the jacket is looking like. You can see it has its sleeves. You can see the sleeves are really giving, is looking so beautiful. So like I said earlier, a trumpet sleeve is actually different from a bell sleeve. Okay, so to cut a bell sleeve, it has to do with a flare. Okay, this one is an A-line sleeve, so we call it a trumpet sleeve, but it's still beautiful. Okay, so I hope this tutorial was really helpful because this is a requested tutorial from a subscriber of mine. So don't forget to always support this channel by giving it a thumbs up and also click on the subscribe button and the bell button, and also share and comment on this channel. Bye for now. Love you.